overrated or underrated the kick serve on the outside?
Uh,
Because you'll be hitting some of the craziest kicks I ever seen, brother.
Bro, I watched like 2 games of him today, and he did like a lot of times, like towards the end of the match, like kick out wide, come in, just fucking go doop.
Dude, it's so. I mean, I feel like a lot of people use it now. A lot of people use it now because it's a great tactic. I mean, you get the guy off the court. I mean, I'm still gonna say it's underrated. I feel like people can use it way more, especially as a first serve. I don't want to give away too many tactics here, but if you just if you just lower the pace a little bit, use it as a first serve, kind of secure it, get like 75, 80% in. I mean, that's a huge start because the guy's out of the court. You get the forehand, move it the other way, and I mean, you're starting the point. Nah, underrated, underrated.
My question with the kick serve though is, you're kicking it out wide, right? Are you trying to get the ball high, or are you trying to get the ball bouncing short in the box? Or, I mean, you don't have to talk too much about it if you don't want to.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
I'm
no,
just
it's a good,
curious
He hits it,
about
hits
it.
it hard
that's a
sometimes
good
too, though. It's,
question.
it's not always slow either. Like they're not like
No, no, I
little
mean the
little bunny
conditions.
kicks all the time.
Yeah, exactly. The conditions got to be right. But I mean, I usually try to. Obviously, depends what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to hit it kind of short in the box because the shorter it is in the box, the higher it's going to jump up, and the more they got to move to the ball. So that's more time for them to try to move and hit it, and I'm over there just waiting for a forehand,
And then
waiting
when you
for a
go
backhand
short, then
down.
is it also short and close to the sideline, or do you go like a little safety,
No, you
like
you
to?
got to go as close to the sideline as possible.
So you're just
As
hitting that
close,
shit like
close.
right next to the
Like
net, right
Yeah.
next to the sideline in the corner
Yeah, if
pocket.
it's going side of the line and just kind of chipping off, that's what you need. You
Okay.
need that. Yeah.
you want to see it go over the side fence a little bit.
Yeah. There's no safe serving here. It's straight up line or nothing, dude. There's no
No, I don't have that one. I just have the fucking hit 12 o'clock on the ball this way and just fucking go bam.
it's 12 o'clock this way. You got to go
Yeah.
like 11, 11:30. Get the hand to pronate a little bit,
Oh, no, no.
make
I'm
the
hitting
ball
on top of the
drop.
ball, hitting that shit down. There's no kick on mine.
Nah.
I'm just bombing it.
Yo,
Uh,
yo, the thing though is it's on like a small court. It's like cheat code. Like they have to either come
yeah, yeah,
way in and take it off, or it hits
yeah,
the side fence. But
yeah, yeah.
when you
And
play
then
on
you,
these big stadiums, these guys, especially the real dirt rats, they go way back and they don't really
yeah,
mind. I mean, you can still volley on it
yeah,
maybe, but they put it in play all day, all day, all day.
yeah, yeah. They're always
So
there.
yeah. So do you? Is it? Maybe you shouldn't ask this, but fuck it. Is it ever like on those big points you just want a cheap one? Because like if you kick it, you're probably gonna have to play the point. Do you ever have
Yeah,
that
yeah.
fight inside of you where it's like, let me just bomb it, or do you just trust the pattern and just go to it?
Yeah, it's funny 'cause that's exactly, honestly, I'll just let it out. I mean, that's exactly what I feel. I fight this battle between me. It's like, do I just make it in 80%, play the point? Shit, I might be a little nervous. I might be a little tight. I don't really
Yeah,
want to play the point here. Or do I just go bomb? I might make it, I might not. And then if I make it, then I have to go for that kick.
yeah,
So you're in the same position, but I mean, like I'm always gonna say, fuck, I mean, you always gotta go for it. If you feel that
yeah.
moment, you gotta go for it. You gotta go for it. Because the moment you're not going for it, then that's when you start. That's when you start like doubting. Oh shit, can I actually do this? Can I do that? If you feel it, go for it. That's the best advice I think I give to anybody, and that's what I do.
You know, I find it's like a low key underrated serve. It's like, I know that this returner has a better, let's say, forehand return, and I'm gonna almost
Yeah,
like tease them a little bit with like a body forehand, like think that they can just line up and crack one, but then you just put it a little bit too far one way, a little bit too far, or like just the opposite spin. Like I'll do that on second serves. I'll give them a forehand, but I give them a forehand where they have to like move this way, So yeah, you can swing, but you're gonna have to swing fucking like this,
yeah, yeah.
like
It, it's
so
it's not easy. It's not easy, especially in tight moments when the pressure's on both of you guys, and you give them a serve where it's in their zone, but they got to move a little bit to
yeah,
swing.
exactly.
That's where it'll get some people because then they gotta produce the power, they gotta produce the energy,
Like
and they start they
I feel if someone's blocking, sorry to cut you off. I feel like if someone's like a blocking return, let's say they have a guy better forehand return and just blocks backhand returns in a big
yeah,
moment.
serve and volley, 100%, just serve volley.
I wasn't gonna say
Just
that.
straight serve volley.
What I was
Go
gonna say,
straight serve volley.
what I was gonna say is, if you go like body backhand and they're just blocking, they can move out the way and block, and they're still gonna just hit the same return that they would have hit anyway.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you tease them with like their strength, then maybe they think, okay, I'm gonna rail this one, but they have to move out the way, so they can rail it and maybe some more chance of miss. And sometimes I prefer that one. Like I don't want them to just bunt it back 60% around the service line. Now I have a short
No,
ball, I have
no.
like a mid court ball. No. You hit the
Yeah.
ball. And I either miss it or like now I have to defend. Now I have to play
Yeah.
too good. Like I prefer that
No,
sometimes.
for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you gotta make him play, even if, especially in tight moments. You gotta play into them a little bit and be like, okay, if it's so good, if your forehand's so good,
Sure.
let's see it. Yeah,
Again
exactly.
and again
Let's
and
see
again
it.
and again and again
Exactly.
and again and again.
Yeah, do it 24 points in a set,
Yeah.
do it an entire match, I'm there, So yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
so for me, using the kick as the first serve, it gets you most of the time, if you do it well, it gets you to that like 60-40 position where it's like you're in front of the rally and you have your forehand, so you're dominating
Yeah.
kinda. But if the guy's a good athlete, it's still gonna be a point most of the time.
Yeah,
Unless you hit like the
for
perfect
sure.
serve and the perfect forehand.
Yeah, you have to give him a tease. Tease him. Let him go for it.
So yeah. But I think there's also kind of a mirror there with, let's say, higher level tennis. I think tennis in general is like, are you becoming more comfortable with being like a little bit ahead? So like, I think to win all these matches in a row, you're gonna be in a lot of tight sets, a lot of tight moments, but you're just trying to find those little small margins. Are you dealing with that better? And what kind of helps you to deal with those like small advantages that you have to kind of keep up over 2-3 hours? Because it's never gonna really be one-on-ones and love and loves. I think tennis is very small margins.
For sure. I mean, you need one break to win a set, and that's if you hold all your serves, So especially when a match is tight, you really don't want to get to a breaker, because then the breaker is like, oh shit, it can go anywhere. This can go absolutely anywhere, So, but yeah, I feel like, especially when I'm up a set or something, I feel confident. It's confident. It's like, look, if this guy wants to win the second set and take me to a third, I want him to show me something different. I'm not really gonna do much. I'm gonna play my game. I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing because I'm up. I'm winning. Why do I need to put pressure on myself to change something when he's the one that needs to show me that he needs to start slicing down the line to get it to my forehand? I don't know, hitting drop shots. Doing something different. Exactly. So anything, hypothetically, exactly. Yeah. I might be planting something there. Don't slice it to the forehand. I'll tell you that.
Always competed, brother. Always competed.
Exactly, right? I'm there.
On the
Slice it to the
podcast.
forehand. See what happens,
Yo,
Watch this clip. If you want to watch the full episode, the link is in the description down below.